"I see Mara ahead," Aruk's brother said, his voice filled with sheer relief. "She is making her way past that fishmonger's stall." Trying to make her way. Aruk saw her now, a slim figure with dark hair. Crowds packed these streets so tightly she was forced to wedge herself between the people standing in her way. She was a small woman, so it ought to have been easy for her to slip through. But the saddle she carried, and the pack slung over her shoulder, prevented easy passage. No such trouble did Aruk and Strax have. They stood head and shoulders above everyone around them, muscles hardened by years of hiring out their swords. People made room for the brothers, even when there was no room to make. "Call out to her," Strax said. "Is your voice broken? If I do, she will not wait for us." That was truth. If Aruk's brother called her name, Mara might push harder through the crowd to get away from him. Strax had made a quick enemy of her 3 weeks past at the start of the tournament to retrieve Kahidi's gauntlet, by telling her that she wouldn't last a week on the difficult route, especially as her competition were all experienced warriors, and she an unskilled noblewoman. Aruk had the same thought, yet he'd had the brains not to say it. And in the past weeks, Mara had proved herself far more capable than either brother had expected. But if ever Aruk looked at a woman in the same yearning and hopeless way his brother looked at Mara of Aramond, he prayed some kind soul would take pity on him and run his heart through with a sword. A fine woman Mara was, yet never could his brother have her, as Strax knew well. Mara believed Strax and Aruk were contestants in this tournament, as she was. In truth, they were bound by a blood obligation to prevent anyone from claiming the prize. In the end, all the obstacles she faced and all the sacrifices she made would be for nothing. For certain she would hate them then. Or she would hate Aruk then. Strax she already did. But from the moment his brother had clapped eyes on her, his heart had been ensnared, and there were but 2 ways for Aruk to watch Strax's helpless tumble into love, with his heart sore and aching for his brother, or with amusement and laughter as Strax twisted himself into knots. Aruk always chose amusement.